Hello everybody, and welcome back to the Gaben Gauntlet. I'm Kothor the Barbarian, fresh dad trying not to wake little Conan. Alexander's a mighty and benevolent ruler. It is he who determines how long we stream, as always. So welcome back everybody to the gift of Gaben Summer. Continuing our 4-week event where we are playing the games that you guys have gifted me through your generosity over the years. Thank you all so much. So we're going to give some special attention to these games and try to get through as many as we can. We gotta hurry. I think we're on borrowed time here. Timer go.
Why would they have something like that here?
Those are not times for everyone. You know what? They got it good. They can just get a tit on command. What guy these days can do that? You can just be like, excuse me, titty. Like, that doesn't work for me. I get thrown in jail for that.
Well, probably to clean stuff up.
Clean what up?
Fuck if I know. It looks like it's cleaned my brain up.
You remember something?
Yeah. Well, I remember a story about EDT. Happened about 50 years ago. There was this factory somewhere in America making big old EDT crystals. They were making it to sell as an industrial strength cleaner, like I told you before. Yeah. But a year after the factory started up, something strange started happening with the crystals they were building. Water molecules started attaching themselves to the EDT crystals. This made them into a sort of mutation of the original crystals, called a hydrate. Once the crystals turn into a hydrate, though, it's useless as a cleaner. The factory had to just dump the crystals. As a hydrate, they were useless. But it didn't end there. After that day, the same thing started happening in EDT factories everywhere, even ones nowhere near that first American factory. They'd been making crystals the same way, with the same materials and the same equipment and environment. But now, all of a sudden, every single crystal they formed turned into a hydrate.
It's kind of like what they were talking about with the glycerin.
In fact, ever since that day, no factory anywhere has been able to make a pure EDT crystal. Even in EDT research done years before, they'd never gotten a hydrate. But after it happened at the first factory, it just spread. It was like, how do you say it?
Like the molecules were communicating with one another, transmitting information in a way humans couldn't perceive. This phenomena spread throughout the world, right?
Yeah, that's it exactly.
Stay hydrated, but wanted for questioning. Yo, what up, Legacy?
But how did you know?
And how you
I heard another
back,
story, kind of like that one.
When?
In the freezer?
What? The freezer?
Yeah, June told me.
Rough day, allergies? Sorry to hear that. Hopefully it gets better.
Ice that doesn't melt at room temperature, huh?
That sounds familiar?
Yeah, hold up. I feel like I can remember something. It's right there.
Do you know about Ice 9?
Ice 9? Ice 9. Ice 9. Ice.
I just noticed the apple on his head.
That's it. I remember now. That woman, she's on this boat.
That woman?
Alice!
Who's Alice?
Come on. The woman who won't melt at room temperature.
What? The woman who... what?
Huh?
You know how the Titanic sank on April 15th, 1912, right?
Yeah, more than 1,500 people died. Worst maritime accident in history. What about it?
Did you hear about the boat that was sent to collect the dead bodies?
I think that was the RMS Carpathia, right? It was a cruise liner, just like the Titanic.
No, that was the ship that picked up the survivors. The ship that collected the dead bodies was the CS McKay Bennett. The McKay Bennett showed up on April 17th, 2 days after the accident.
How do these people know so much about Titanic lore?
It set out from Halifax, a port in Canada, and recovered
Maybe I missed that
306
day in
bodies.
school. I don't know.
The Atlantic that far north was really cold. It would have to be for there to be icebergs and stuff. Anyway, the bodies they pulled out of the water were frozen solid.
This isn't a very nice story. So, what happened next?
Well, they say the McKay Bennett recovered something more than just dead bodies. There were various bits of stuff floating around in the water. Things the drowned had carried with them, or stuff that dislodged as the ship sank. One of the things they found was a coffin.
A coffin?
Yeah, a wooden one. The craftsman who made it must have been pretty skilled.
Yeah, what a pistol.
It wasn't just a wooden coffin. It was all wood. No nails, no reinforcements, no gaps in the wood anywhere. But the crew got pretty curious about what might be inside it and opened it up. They had to get a wedge and hammer it open. It was so well made.
Yo, Zordon.
Inside, they found a woman. Or, I guess you should say, they found the dead body of a woman. Her hair was thick and black, and her skin rich brown with no blemishes or signs of decomposition. They say that she looked gorgeous, like a goddess. She was obviously dead, but everyone who looked at her said she just looked like she was sleeping. Her skin was so lifelike, she looked like she might wake up any minute. And she didn't. Like the rest of the bodies they found, she was frozen solid. Eventually, the McKay Bennett finished searching and returned to Halifax. The 306 bodies were unloaded and taken ashore. However, it was warm enough that they began to thaw. They say that the stink was horrible, but there was one body that didn't thaw, and that was...
The girl in the coffin!
That's right. Everybody thought for sure that she'd melt and start to rot like the rest of them eventually, but weeks passed and nothing happened. Then a month passed, and another. It was summer, and she was still frozen solid. After a while, people started to say she was some sort of miracle. Rumors about her started to spread. People came to visit Halifax from all over. After a while, people started to call her All Ice. Alice. Of course, those rumors didn't last long.
Why?
Well, she up and disappeared. One day Alice was there, the next day she wasn't. They say someone snuck into where they were keeping her and stole the body. With the body gone, the rumors followed pretty quickly. After a while, no one remembered her. You might be able to find something about her if you could find a newspaper from back then, but that's about it.
Wait, you just said that she was on this boat.
Yeah, I did. Alice has got to be somewhere on this ship.
Now why the hell would you say something like that?
Because I know.
And just what is it you know?
What happened to Alice after she was stolen?
What?
All right, tell me. What happened to Alice?
Well, around that time, the word was that there was a special black market in New York. All millionaires from all over the world. I've heard that Alice went up for auction there. The person who won the auction was Lord Dashiell Gordain. You've heard that name before, right?
Lord Gordain. Oh, isn't he the guy who bought the Gigantic? The Titanic sister ship?
Yeah, that's him. Although I guess he hadn't done that yet.
What do you mean?
Gordain bought Alice in 1912. And 4 years later, in 1916, he bought the Gigantic. And he hid Alice somewhere on the Gigantic. But nobody knows where. He died in 1931. And apparently he died without ever telling anyone where Alice was hidden. However,
what?
Well, he did have one close friend who asked him, "Where is Alice?" And he said, "Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic."
Past the Forest of Knowledge. Forest of Knowledge, a library, perhaps?
What the hell is that? Is it some kind of riddle?
Beneath the navel.
Your guess is as good as mine. So that's it. Whatever you think, I believe it. She's hidden somewhere on the Gigantic. In other words, she's hidden somewhere on this ship.
Hey! What are you two doing over there? Stop wasting time and get over here!
Okay, we're coming.
Jeez!
Yeah, so anyway, that's the story. It might be useful someday. Don't forget it.
Might be
Alice.
useful someday.
Huh.
That mummy wasn't just a normal mummy. They say
that she was frozen. The story says that from the time of its discovery all the way through to when it got put on the Titanic, even though it was carried through the desert, her body never melted.
Then was that Egyptian priestess Alice? Did the water in her body become Ice 9? No, that's nuts. There's no way somebody like that could exist.
Well, if I remember correctly, we got all the parts now. Kilograms. Is this weight? Same horse, so it makes sense. Her body parts with John's. Looks like the party wants to switch out. So I guess we have to get them to match. So that added 0.6. So 0.6. Ooh, almost. Or two. What? I have no idea how I did that. You need the earlier conversation to have the option here. Of course, you can't get the bookmark viewing option if you don't get the bookmark earlier. Don't do all necessary conversation as soon as you get a Clover Goes Psycho option. Okay. Hey, nice. I still have the purple.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, what's up?
Where's Clover?
Huh? Oh, god damn it. Where the hell did she go? Okay, just hold on a minute. I'll go get her.
Sure thing.
Hey, Clover, what's wrong? Come on, let's get out of here. What are you doing? Did you want to come back here and say goodbye to John? Hey, Clover, can you hear me?
My brother might be dead.
Huh?
That's why we couldn't find him. If he's dead, I'm going to be next.
Interesting that she knows that.
What are you talking about? What's wrong with you?
That's why she was so silent. She knew someone was gonna come after her.
Oh, yeah. It's in my pocket somewhere. Here it is. A 4-leaf clover. Hey, did you know? Each leaf means something.
The snake is
Hope,
missing. Yep.
faith, love, and luck.
Hope, faith, love, and luck.
That's what a four-leaf clover stands for.
I have a feeling I might need to remember that. Hope, faith, love, and luck.
Take it. Use it as a good luck charm.
Which is why the fourth leaf is luck, because the four-leaf clover is supposed to be lucky, whereas a three-leaf clover would be hope, faith, and love.
Listen to me, Clover. No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important, and that's to have faith and to have love. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck. Snake, I mean, your brother, he's not dead. He's alive, somewhere. I'm sure of it. You've just gotta believe in that.
Thank you.
Aw. Butts are most important. I mean, butts are pretty awesome, not gonna lie.
Thank you.
Now come on. Seven's waiting for us at the exit.
Wait, before we go, there's one thing I want to ask you.
What's that?
What do you think when you hear the word experiment?
What?
Oh, I guess it was just a coincidence then. I mean, that you knew about the four-leaf clover.
Look, I'm sorry. I don't want to be a jerk, but you are making less than no sense right now.
Oh, no. It's nothing. Just forget about it.
Experiment.
Oh, don't give me that. You really think I could just drop this? What is this experiment you were talking about?
You promise you won't tell anyone?
Cross my heart.
Really?
Really?
I can trust you, right?
Of course you can.
Okay then, I'll tell you.
Yo,
I'll
what up,
tell you
Dynamo?
what happened on this ship 9 years ago.
Wait. On this ship?
What?
Yeah, this ship. It was an experiment to test some sort of psychic thing. Communicating through these fields that you can't see.
Yep, visual novel game.
Fields that you can't see?
But it's also got puzzle elements and kind of a crime mystery thing to figure out, so it's not a pure, like, anime tits visual novel sort of thing.
Like, think about this.
How does someone map of that right? There's parts of it swapped from
This is John, right?
Some of the players... I thought Snake was the only repeat.
But is he really John?
Huh?
Isn't this like Locke's socks? Or the ship of Theseus? You don't know? You haven't heard of those
I have
paradoxes?
no idea what love is.
No?
Really? Okay, well pay attention then. This is how Locke's socks works. Let's say I've got a pair of socks. They're my favorite socks. One of them gets a hole in it. What would you do if that was your sock, Junpei?
Well, I'd pitch it, I guess.
But it's your favorite pair of socks.
Come on, who loves their socks that much?
It doesn't matter. Just suppose you do love them that much.
Well, I guess then I'd patch it.
But what if another hole opens?
I'd add another patch.
What if another hole opened after that?
Another patch?
Well, let's say you just keep adding new patches until eventually the original cloth of the sock is totally gone. Once you get to that point, can you really say they're the same socks you started with?
Well, that's tough.
Vita anime waifu mecha visual novel. Fair enough. All you have to know of Pistol McAwesome is it's Saw with anime. Socks. Yeah, it's Sock Simulator. You got it.
So, that's the lock socks thing?
Yeah, the ship of Theseus is a lot like it. The ship of Theseus. If you keep fixing the damaged parts of a ship, eventually it ends up with none of the parts it started with. Can you really say that ship is the same one you started with? And what if you took all the old parts from the first ship and built another one somewhere else? Then which ship is the real ship of Theseus? The one you repaired, or the one you built with all the original parts? Hey, do you think it's the same?
What's the same?
These guys. Is this John, or is it Lucy now?
John's head and heart are both his, but apart from those and a single arm, the rest of his body was once Lucy's.
We're just like these mannequins. Think about it. The cells in our body change every day. Old ones die and new ones are born. Maybe part of my arm is made of stuff from a fish I ate once. Or maybe part of your right side is made from a cow you ate. If you take it a little further...
All part cow.
Those cows and fishes are made from something else too, right? That's how we're all connected. Through fields that can't be seen with the naked eye.
Hey, what the hell is taking you two so long? How long are you gonna make me wait? We don't have time to screw around. Oh? What were you two doing? Was this some sort of secret meeting?
No, it
It
wasn't.
might be.
We were just
Just...
playing with the mannequins.
Huh?
Let's go, Junpei.
Playing with mannequins, huh? Didn't know you were into that kind of thing, Junpei.
Yeah.
Dick. All right, I'm gonna open it now.
You don't need to keep asking, just do it, alright?
Okay. So now, do I have to redo all of door 1, or can I just skip ahead?
All right, let's get going.
Hey man, what's up with you? You're so serious, you know? Can't you sound more happy, you know, get a little excited?
Oh, that's right, I did... Wait. That's right, I did 6. So I need to do 1?
Not really.
My brother might be dead. I'm going to be next.
Like hell I can. Not after hearing something like that.
You unlocked it, you'll get any door other than 1. Okay. Okay, so we need to do 1. Gotcha.
There too, huh? Every door in this place is locked up.
How about that one?
May as well give it a try.
Jumpy!
Huh? June? And Santa? And Lotus too? Whoa! What the hell is this?
What are you doing here?
What? But we didn't...
Hey guys! Could you come take a look at this? Look on the wall here.
A map of the ship's interior?
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then?
Door 7 and door 8. Yep, they both eventually end up at this hallway.
Yeah, isn't that what I said? We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. And that's how the nonary game works.
I see. Wait a sec. Hey, could this lead to...
Oh,
You've got to be kidding me.
We may as well go.
Yeah.
Oh, almost forgot. We should keep this.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
I believe you. We'll head for door 1.
I knew it. We're back. In the hospital room.
I see. I believe I understand what you're saying.
Okay. Moving
The
on.
key?
Ain't that what I just said? I'm talking about the Jupiter key. We found it in the operating room. Right, Junpei?
Yeah.
Oh, the solar system keys. Actually, we found one in the laboratory too. Here, the Earth. I might lose it. It's probably better if you hold on to it. That
Well,
way
you
won't
have
be my
nowhere to
fault if
put
it
it.
gets lost.
Yeah. On it.
Now we have 3 keys that we haven't used yet.
Yeah. The Jupiter key that we found in the operating room. The Saturn key card we found in the kitchen. And the Earth key Lotus just gave me.
the Jupiter key is supposed to be for the door at the end of that long, straight hallway, right?
Yeah. If the map's right, then it connects to the central staircase. Then, next to the stairs...
Wait! What about door 3?
Look, you saw the map, right? It's the same as 7 and 8. It just lead us back to the big hospital room. There's no point to seeing what's on the other side of that door.
There is a point. At least there is for me.
That is okay. Okay.
The Saturn key card.
So, the 2 keys that Jumpy has?
So where are we at? Almost there. So here's where we're gonna split off soon. We'll skip that amazing dialogue for now. Just for sake of time.
You'd probably die.
Oh no. Don't be so casual about something like that.
At any rate, we should probably go back as soon as we can, once we're done looking around down here. Lotus and Santa might already be back.
Okay, good idea.
Now then.
Well, Junpei, and I should be able to open door 1.
Ta-da!
That happened.
Let's see what the other dialogue is.
Something's still strange.
What was that?
Well, I'm just wondering about one thing.
And what's that?
How can you be so sure that Zero's on this ship?
Really, Junpei? I confess I'm a little disappointed. Usually you're rather sharp. Isn't it obvious?
Wait, it is?
This ship.
Huh?
Zero said, "this ship," several times when he addressed us. If he weren't here, he wouldn't say this ship, would he? He'd be saying something like, that ship, or the ship.
Oh, yeah, I guess that makes sense.
This is one way to devise it. Want to confirm a theory?
If Zero's on the ship,
I think Zero is one of us.
Prepare to fast forward. Fast forwarding, sir.
You're right. We should keep our fingers crossed.
let's head back.
Okay.
1, 2.
Hurry it up, Mr. I.
Next is Santa.
Yeah, that's what I wrote.
Clover wants 1, Lotus wants 2.
Wait a minute. There is no way I'm going anywhere with the Elephant Man.
No, there'd be no point to the voting if we let people change their choices because of stuff like that.
But
Just give it up, Lotus. It's not like I want to hang out with some exhibitionist grandma.
I am not an exhibitionist. I'm wearing
She
clothes.
doesn't deny the grandma part.
Barely.
So, last I checked, that's not a crime.
Maybe. But what about common decency? Nobody wants to have to look at a chick who looks like a half-naked raisin.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you!
Oh, not...
Let go! Let go of me! I'm killing him!
She's in her 40s, really? She looks good for 40s.
Junpei, read the rest.
Right. June wants door 6.
Yes, I don't really have a reason.
So this was every... Ace and Clover were... 7 and Lotus requested door 2. Santa and June... Then the door I should choose is... Okay, the last one is mine. I want to go through... My choice is door 1.
Hey, wait a minute there. You cheating?
Cheating?
I'm asking if you changed your number after you heard what doors we wanted.
How could I do that? I wrote it down on the paper earlier.
Let me see that.
Sure, here. I had 3 pieces of paper ready. And I put the one with door 6 on it into the pot. I just needed to make sure I drew last. After I saw everyone else's result, I just chose whatever door I wanted. If the number I'd already put in matched, then I didn't have to switch the paper out. Well, what does it say?
You got lucky.
Very well. We've decided who will go through door 1. It will be Clover, Junpei, and myself.
Unless there's another gun.
Our only problem is the 2 remaining teams.
June and I want door 6.
Lotus and I want door 2.
That's not good. We can't open either of those doors with only 2 people. Aw.
Fine. 7, we'll go through door 6.
Sure thing. I didn't really want to go through door 2 anyway. Besides, if we've got a younger girl with us, it'll lower the average age. Right, June?
Well,
Why does the guy look high as fuck? That's a good question.
Pig. You just wait and see.
Uh-oh.
Calling me old.
Uh-oh.
This is why men are such a pain in the ass. They're about as subtle as a brick.
And they're at it again.
I'll see you later, June.
So Lotus, Santa, and 7 are going into 6. 8. 15. No. And June.
Jumpy.
June. Yeah, so it'd be 13, 21. No, wait. Everyone now in your group is going to 6. All are. Okay. Gotcha.
Don't make that face. It'll be like what 7 said.
We aren't going to be split up permanently till we find door 9. We might get separated for a little while, but we'll see each other again. Otherwise, we won't be able to open door 9. That's how the nonary game works.
One for the Underworld starting area. Dude, awesome. Make sure to post it in the Discord. I'll check it out later.
It'll be fine. I'll see you soon.
All right. See you later.
Me, Ace, and Clover.
Here's A-Deck. It was the door on the left, right?
So I'm gonna be in there with Clover. Ooh. Interesting. So this will be an interesting pair. Is he gonna try to kill her
That
while
should be
there
it,
with
yes.
him?
Then here we go. It's just as Santa and Lotus said. A numbered door.
There's the red. I'll go for it. Now the 2 of you, if you would. Now. Are you ready? Shall I pull it?
Yeah, anytime.
Very well then. 3, 2, 1.
What if he's gonna try to murder her with the door?
And it's open! Where is it? There it is! It stopped.
Yes, it did.
Hey, we missed. Not too much. We did door 7, so we're currently in door... just got into door 1 right now. And this should be the path to the true ending.
Whew. I don't believe I'll ever get used to that.
I'm not sure it's something I'd want to get used to. We should finish this game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
I agree.
Thank you, Lupin.
Now then. There's another door. Let's try opening it. So, this is the wheelhouse? Ace, you investigate the wheelhouse next door.
Very well.
Clover, you're in charge of this room. Say something.
Okay.
All right then, let's get started.
Find the shit. Nautical shirts. There's a line on it. I think the line we're supposed to take. There's dots all over the map. So locations, what does red pins mean? I think this one may want to match us up on the pins set. Let's see. What do you know? 7 locations connected by 7 straight lines. Each one has a word next to it. That's probably the speed. Ship's log. Log. Pocket watch.
Oh, pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
Hey, man. What are you doing over in this room?
Oh, I just thought I'd come check up on the two of you. Is there a problem?
Well, not a problem, but... That's a lie. I wanted to get rid of Ace. I sent him to the wheelhouse at the beginning for a reason. I wanted to talk to Clover alone. There's something I want to ask her. And I don't want anyone to overhear us. I'm pretty sure Clover won't talk if there's anyone else around. I'm a little desperate to send him back, quick. He has to leave.
Oh, I see, of course. I apologize for the intrusion. Well, best of luck.
Best of luck.
What was that about? Why are you looking at me like that?
Listen, we've all seen this kind where this kind of anime goes, and small children and people with sensitive stomachs might need to avert their eyes.
No, it's not like that.
I think your decision was actually important. Wait, that decision actually important to choose the other? Which decision?
What's it like then?
Oh, do we need to go back a step? Yo, Mila Bear, coming in with that 5-month sub. Thank you so much, Mila Bear. You are now the mightiest barbarian. Thank you so much, Mila Bear, for your continued support. And welcome, how are you this evening? Where are we at? Well, we can go right back if we need to, so not a big deal. I will await the jury's decision. Haven't figured out the true ending yet. We're getting there. We're waiting from Lupin to check on something. We might have to go back real quick and just redo one bit of dialogue. Just resume as usual. Okay, fair enough.
I just wanted to hear the rest of that story. I didn't get a chance to ask you about it until now.
What story?
About the experiment, remember? The one you started to tell me in the operating room? You said something about an experiment that happened here 9 years ago.
Such a clever ending would be priceless, even knowing it's coming. That's true.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to talk about that right now. I'm just not in the mood, okay? You understand, right? I keep thinking about my brother. I can't stop. I mean, who would do something like that to my brother? I can't forgive them. I'm not gonna let them get away with it. They're gonna pay for it. I promise. So... Junpei, who do you think did it?
Well, if what Seven said was right, then there would have to be at least 2 of them. You need at least 3 people to open the numbered doors, and if you subtract Snake, that means there were at least 2 other people.
You're right. So, what does that mean?
Well, if we just look at the bracelet numbers, we should be able to figure it out. Who could have opened door 3 with Snake? Well, really, who and who, or who and...
You mean it could have been 4 people?
Well, technically, it's possible.
I don't know. That doesn't seem very likely.
Why?
I'll tell you later. Why don't we just assume it was only 2 other people for now?
Okay, got it. Let's do that then.
Then who do you think it could be?
So let's see, so it needed to be 3, so it could have been Ace and June? No. So it'd be 7, 3, 7, 2. It could be. It could be Santa and 7. Be June's.
Would it be Santa and 7? The digital route for Snake, Santa, and 7 is 3. Wait, hold on. Are Santa and 7 the killers?
What's wrong?
Well, I thought about it.
That's what I thought. Santa and 7. If it was 2 people, then that's the only combination that works.
Hey, wait a minute there. Don't you think it's a little too early to be jumping to conclusions? Well, all I said is that those 2 would have been able to open door 3 with your brother. There might be other possibilities.
Well, what other possibilities?
Are
you saying you think that it was 3 or 4 people? I really don't think that's likely.
Why not?
Yeah, we've seen the safe ending.
Can I borrow your pen and paper?
Yeah, here.
Yep, we did the kitchen. Headache Junpei is having. Okay. So we're good. Yay.
What's this?
These are the combinations for 3 or 4 people. These 8 combinations are the only possible ones.
Oh, I see.
Junpei,
Yeah?
I can trust you, right?
Of course. Why would you need to ask that?
Really?
Yeah,
So then I should get rid of B, D, G, and H, right?
of course. Just cross them out. And you should take off yours too. The ones with 4.
So, what?
A and E. Wait, it can't be A.
Why?
Because June's in that one. There's no way in hell she'd do something like that.
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
I'd bet my life on it.
Okay then. I can cross off A too, right?
Yeah,
Well, what have we got left?
E.
Do you know what this means?
Everyone besides me, you, and June would be working together.
Do you think that's likely? If there were 4 people working together, they wouldn't be very cautious. I don't think they'd try that hard to hide what they were doing if they outnumbered us, right?
Well, you do have a point.
Being that person. It can't be.
And besides,
Yeah.
if Ace and
My
Seven
suspicion
are
has been
working
June
together,
from like the very beginning, that June is 0, so
they
we'll
could
see if
have
that
easily
comes
gotten
true.
rid of me when I went to the shower room with them. But they didn't. They didn't even try anything. If they were killers, why wouldn't they?
Still doesn't explain who Guy X is.
Oh, I see. Anyway, I understand now. It seems pretty unlikely that it was as many as 3 or 4 people.
Yeah,
Then that means there's a good chance it was Santa and Seven.
that's how it looks.
But why would they do it?
Their motive.
Have I interrupted something?
What is it?
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
Go ahead.
Okay. What did you want to talk about?
Oh, no, it's all good, Lupin. It's a confusing path to follow.
There was something I wanted to check.
Yeah? What's that?
If you'll excuse me.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
I'm just checking.
No, no.
Just as I thought. What exactly are these pieces of paper hiding in your pocket? You switched them, didn't you, when we voted? Well, I can't say that I care. I managed to get through the numbered door I wanted, despite your mischief.
Then why did you...
Oh, simple curiosity. I hope you won't think ill of me for it.
Switch the pieces. Is it? Oh, it looks okay. 5 minutes, 39 seconds past 10 o'clock. Huh. We may need to do something with the watch first. So we gotta set it to the right time, I'm guessing. Okay. just have to use old ships. Just the ship with speed. Well, it's a little different. Blah, blah, blah. Handles placed at regular intervals. Do large metal. What? These people have a weird sense of humor. You guys suck at making jokes. All you do is fights. I think you're okay. Alright, good. Oh wait, the map. Colorado passage. Soon leave a journey across the sea. Look for a stair across the common made port. Dock the United Kingdom. Oh, I see. Okay. Find directions of southwest, north, northwest, east, north, straight. This we're next to full, half, slow, full, half, dead stop. That's what it says. And move the hands manually. No, it doesn't work. But wait. Wait, headache even, which means you didn't do the prerequisites. Wait. Let's go to the first-hand knowledge property. Headache even didn't happen. Event didn't happen, which means you didn't do the prerequisites right. You're supposed to get a headache? Headache means you fuck. Oh, okay, okay. So we're good. We're good. Out of container. Should we actually the full, half, so full. Replacement handle. The handles plays a regular good, so let's use the term old school. So can I borrow a handle off of that? Oh, there we go. as well. The compass also moves. Wait, which way am I supposed to go? Okay. Compass. Does the compass need to match the watch? Perhaps? More stream wins. I have to follow this. Shows directions southwest, southwest, northwest, and north, and straight. So maybe we have to do follow that. So south, west, southwest, northwest, east, north, straight. Wait, what did I say? The points of the compass. Oh. So south. West. Southwest. Northwest. East. North. Clover hugs you, you're fine. She has a weird smile, you're not. Okay, good to know. Hey, nice. Okay, so now I need the other bit of that. Okay. I hate taking notes. I hate taking notes. Okay. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. Full, half, slow, full, half, dead, stop. Look, something's happened on the back wall of the wheelhouse. Oh. Rival board. Display. Names of ports across the world. Imagine it's showing up as the ship's route. Carrier X flight X at like that. His name's all words along the ship's route. Looks like only one of those has a time on it though. 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. Estimated time of arrival, 10 seconds past 3 o'clock. There we go. Now we put it in the door. Hey, nice. You touch the keyboard either way. Okay.
A hallway.
It's far too narrow to be called one.
Small space outside the wheelhouse.
This seems to be the only route.
Yeah, let's go. Wow.
Oh, it's a Morse code machine.
Well,
I hope I
these
don't need to know
machines
Morse
are
code.
weird. I've never seen any of them before. Wait, this one is...
Ah, yes. A telegraph key. These were used to transmit Morse code a long time ago. This must be the communication office.
And that door?
Captain's quarters.
That's what it says.
Then, do you think...
Well, we won't know if we don't open it.
Oh shit. Who's this guy?
Not again.
Wait. Wait. That's not the ninth guy, no. Look, he's got a bracelet too. He had to accept whatever it was. He saw whatever happened to him. His bond was controlled. His force controlled him. To match.
Damn.
Left behind a feeling of utter emptiness that wormed its way through his body like acid.
No, we didn't check his pulse yet. Maybe he's still alive.
That's wishful thinking. Yo, observes. Oh yeah, sure, check his pulse.
No pulse. Well, he's dead. Damn. If only we knew how it happened.
Is this where the zero bracelet comes from? Is this where Clover gets the zero bracelet?
These wounds. I wonder what killed him. It must have been this.
Good job, Mr. Detective.
These clothes. A captain. Does that mean this guy was Zero?
There we go.
Bracelet Zero.
Junpei.
It may be wise to find a way out of here first.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's have a look. That glorious tune. That glorious tune. Let's put something else on top of it. Maybe we're gonna have to take. Let's go on with you. Poor lamp, nothing special about it. Rip lamp. Feels too real, man. Oh shit.
Huh. Z-E?
It's like he's making fun of us.
What do you think?
Nothing.
What about him? Do you think that's really Zero?
There's no way that's him. Didn't I tell you already? Zero is one of us.
Yeah, right. Well, even if he wasn't one of us, there's no way that man could be Zero.
Huh?
Don't you get it? The letters that spell Zero on the TV screen, the captain's clothes he's got on, and of course, the bracelet with a zero on it.
It's too obvious. Look, this is Zero right here. This dead body is Zero.
Isn't that kind of fishy?
You're right. Only an idiot wouldn't see through something like that.
No, that's not the point. So I'm not trying to make fun of them for thinking a trick like this would work. I'm sure they didn't think it would work. Which makes me wonder. I think this is a challenge. A challenge from the person who's really behind all of this. He's making fun of us. Don't you get it? If whoever killed this guy really wanted us to think this corpse was Zero, they'd never have put a bracelet on him. Walking around with a Zero bracelet would be like hanging a sign around your neck that said, "I did it!" Anyone with a brain would be able to see that this guy is supposed to look like everything Zero is supposed to be. Just like we did. The killer must have known we wouldn't think he was Zero and put the bracelet on him anyway. Do you know why?
Why?
Like I said, he's mocking us.
Too bad, suckers. This isn't Zero. Where's the real me then? See if you can catch me. It's the same bad joke a lot of criminals like to play. They'll just sit back and watch people run in circles.
That's really twisted. But it almost seems kind of childish.
Yeah, you're right. It's really childish. It's like it's just a game to whoever this person is. That's what seems funny to me.
Alright, let's get back to the point. Who killed this man?
I don't know.
And what's this guy's deal? Who is he?
How would I know that? If I knew anything, I would have told you.
You have no idea who he is.
Why would I?
We should check and see if he's got anything on him that might tell us who he is. Give me a hand here, Clover. Huh? We gotta flip him over. How else are we gonna search his pockets? Okay, fine. Here. Huh? Hey, it's the...
Lastly, let us discuss how to remove the bracelets. There are only 2 ways to do so. 1, 2, and...
Oh god.
Yes, we know.
This man... He's dead, isn't he?
I think we've established this, yes.
No, it's just... I guess I didn't really think about it until right now. If his bracelet's off, that means he's dead.
Well, it's pretty obvious that he's dead. You don't really need to look at his bracelet to figure out that he's dead.
Yeah. I guess you're right. He looks a lot better than the other bodies we've seen, though. You know? I mean, if there wasn't all this blood, he'd almost look like he was still alive. I mean, I know it's kind of a messed up thing to say, but he kinda has it better, you know? Dying from a bomb going off inside of you, I mean, that's just... Some of Snake's bones went right through his skin. I think the explosion must have thrown him against a wall or something.
Dude, his sister's right there.
There was a broken bone just sticking out of his left arm. And,
What did you just say?
Oh shit, she realized it.
Oh man, I am so sorry. I shouldn't have said that.
No, that's not what I'm talking about. What did you say about his arm?
Arm?
Yes, his left arm. You said it, didn't you?
Well, yeah, I did, but I mean, didn't you see it too?
Of course not. I could barely look at him. There's no way I was gonna see the details. Are you sure it was his left arm?
Yep,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
that's his left arm right about there.
And he had a broken bone, right?
What the hell are you getting at here?
Just shut up and answer me!
Good, she's not gonna murder me with an axe.
Yeah,
Yay.
he did. It was pretty bad too. The bone was sticking out of the arm. Clover? What's wrong? Look, I'm sorry if I said anything.
Thank you.
Huh?
Hooray for no murder. Well, still murder, just not her brother.
What are you...
Thank you so much, Junpei.
Enjoy your axe, Magic Spark. Swing it proudly.
Hey, what's going on with you?
I'm sorry, it's just... I'm so happy!
Why?
The body in the shower room, it isn't his! It isn't my brother!
Huh?
It's not Snake!
Why on earth would you think that?
Because his left arm is... I'm sorry, I really shouldn't be talking about this. But he's still alive. I'm so happy. I'm so glad!
Huh?
Junpei, you were right!
Huh?
No matter what happens, you can never lose hope. You have to remember what's most important. If you can remember all of those, that'll bring you good luck.
Hope, faith, love, luck.
That's...
I only made it here because you gave me this. I was suspicious of
Alright,
everybody.
we're good. We're on track
I was
for
angry,
the good ending.
miserable, but because I had this four-leaf
The
clover,
true ending.
because of what you said to me,
Yeah.
thank you so much, Junpei.
Oh, if you really want to thank somebody, you should be thanking Santa.
Santa? Why?
Well, he was the one who gave me that thing. And the words for each leaf, I got that from him too.
Oh,
Yeah.
Huh?
Did Santa really tell you those things?
Yeah, he did. Did I, say something wrong?
Oh no, not at all. In fact, this could be really good news. I think.
You think?
Santa knew about the words and the clover. The only people who should know about that are the other subjects.
Subjects?
The other
Others.
people who were in the experiment 9 years ago, with my brother and me.
Wait, Santa was also in it?
But he's blind. And I was part of the Nevada test group. So neither of us would be able to recognize the faces of the people who were on this boat.
Whoa. Okay, time out.
Let's just calm down for a second, okay? Start from the top. Don't start with the end and then jump to the middle. You gotta start with 1 and then move to 2 and 3 and 4. If you don't tell me stuff in the right order, I'm never gonna be able to figure it out.
Okay.
Alright, let's start with what happened on this boat 9 years ago.
Do you know about morphogenetic fields?
Morphogenetic fields.
All right, how about this? Theory of the telepathic mechanism.
I think Lotus mentioned something like that.
Telepathy, huh? Well, that's not really it, but I suppose it's similar.
So they were testing telepathy on this ship?
Yeah, I guess so.
So, what exactly did they have you guys do?
The same thing that we're doing now. Exactly the same thing.
What?
The nonary game. 9 people were put on this boat, and 9 others were put in the building in Nevada, and the game started.
What?
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't get it. What do the nonary game and some telepathy experiment have to do with each other? Am I missing something here?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. You know how sometimes when you're up against a really tough problem, and then the answer just kind of pops in your head? That's an epiphany. And what you learn from the epiphany can be transmitted with telepathy. When you add danger to that equation, then it gets easier to transmit that information over telepathy.
So you're saying the nonary game was supposed to introduce that element of danger?
Yeah, but it couldn't be just any old danger. It had to be life and death. And someone did actually die. A girl.
Huh.
Does the power speeds more to fill?
She was on the boat with my brother. I was in Nevada. I never met her, but
It was June.
I did hear her name.
Here we go. It's June.
Her name was...
Oh, my apologies. I seem to have disturbed you.
Ace.
You two must have
It's
strong
June.
stomachs.
It's freaking June.
I can't imagine how you
Or
could stay in this
Akara,
room
whatever
for
her
so
original
long.
name was. Yo, what up, Shadowcon? Baby Conan and Papa are doing just fine. Little Conan's right over, like, back there in his rocker, sleeping.
At any rate, Junpei, would you be so kind as to come and help me with something? I'm having a little trouble and I could really use your assistance. Come on, it'll only take a moment.
I don't want Ace to hear us. We can talk about this later.
Huh? Hey, wait!
Junpei, what are you doing in there? Hurry up!
Ah. Oh, I guess he just wants help in here. So I'm guessing we're gonna have to Morse code to open this. It's a monkey with glasses. What? It's kind of looks like someone's been watching too much TV. Yeah, I guess I can kind of see it. What? Big ass rat trap. Never heard of this game. I'd never heard of it until we started playing it. But apparently lots of people love this game. And this, like, trilogy of games or whatever it is. Small screwdrivers. Ah. Pink. Ah, there we go. Oh. We better hurry. Red file.
Looks like there's something on the cover. ALLICE.
Oh.
All ice. Alice. Does this mean...
Oh shit. Damn hieroglyphs.
What the hell is this?
They are hieroglyphs, a form of writing used in ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt?
That's right.
Can you read them?
Of course.
Of course. That's another
I
joke.
can't.
Okay.
What would make you think I could?
I was gonna
What
say.
the hell? Whoa, the whole thing's like that.
I imagine we're still on the same path, and we haven't had any like decisions to make that would alter that.
Huh? What's this? Oh, a key card.
Ah, it's the Venus key card.
Uranus. That's the Uranus symbol.
I can't help but laugh. I am a child.
Something's written on the bottom. Bottom deck library. This must be the key to the library, then.
So it would seem.
The Forest of Knowledge, the library.
Bottom deck library. Oh. 7 said something like...
Alice sleeps in a small chamber past the Forest of Knowledge beneath the navel of the Gigantic.
Officially 12,
Could
yep.
beneath the navel mean the bottom deck, and the Forest of Knowledge is the library? Then could Alice be in a room somewhere beyond the library?
What's wrong?
Yeah.
Is that so? What about...
Well, don't laugh, okay?
The Egyptian priestess, an Ice 9. Interesting.
And the woman who wouldn't melt, who was recovered from the Titanic disaster, they called her All Ice, which eventually turned into Alice. And she was purchased by an English millionaire who called himself Lord Gordain. According to Seven, this ship is where he hid Alice.
And you think that he hid her in a small room, beyond the library on the bottom deck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is just a theory.
Junpei, have you ever heard of the term CAS?
Cass?
It stands for Cells Alive System. It is an advanced technology for freezing and preserving organic matter. Put simply, it is a technique that allows one to freeze things without the formation of ice crystals. Normally, if you freeze something fresh, water within its cells expands as it crystallizes, damaging the cell membrane. CAS, however, works differently. The object to be frozen is supercooled using magnetic fields, and then frozen instantly and uniformly, giving ice crystals no time to form. It was originally developed for the preservation of food, as an alternative to the normal freezing process. Now, however, there are rumors that it can be used for other things.
What do you mean, other things?
Well, there are obvious medical uses, but perhaps also space travel.
Space travel?
Surely you've heard of suspended animation. Cryogenic freezing? It's a fairly common idea in science fiction books and films. People are sometimes frozen for especially lengthy journeys through space.
Whoa, wait a minute there.
Are you saying that Alice was frozen using that Cass thing?
Well, I'm sure the possibility is quite low, but it is a possibility. If this special ice you call Ice 9 does indeed exist, and casts were used to freeze her into that sort of ice instantaneously.
You think she could be alive?
Well, I can't say for sure, of course. I'm only talking about possibilities. The melting point for Ice 9 is 96 degrees, right? If she were put somewhere where she could reach that temperature...
That's nuts. Are you really saying she could have defrosted and started walking about?
You're quite right. It does sound unbelievable. But if she had, Then we would have an explanation for the man we found dead on the floor.
You mean the guy dressed like a captain?
Yes.
How does that explain him?
He was dead when we found him. But if he was murdered, then by whom? It couldn't have been one of us. That would be impossible. In order to enter the captain's quarters, one must first open door 1. That door that requires the Earth key prevented us from accessing door 1. Who was it that opened that door?
Santa and Lotus.
Right. Clearly, the two of them could not have opened door 1, or any other door for that matter. Who else then could have done so?
Nobody. After Santa and Lotus used the Earth key, they turned back and met up with me and June. Then we returned to the large hospital room and found Ace, Seven, and Clover. While we'd gone into the shower room, Ace, Seven, and Clover had stayed behind. But it's impossible for those 3 to open door 1. But what about when June and I took the elevator to door 2? No, still won't work. We were only gone 5 minutes. No human being could have run to the captain's quarters, killed that guy in there, and run back that fast.
It would be impossible for any of us to be the murderer. That being the case, who could have killed him? Wouldn't it make sense if his killer was someone who had been in the ship for some time? A person like that would know the ship well. They would know the locations of all the hidden passages and secret doors. The numbered door would mean nothing to someone like that. It would be a simple thing for them to enter the captain's quarters.
Then you're saying the killer was Alice?
Well, this is all only one possible theory.
All ice. Alice. Is she really somewhere on the ship? Maybe this card will give me access to the Forest of Knowledge and the big mystery. What could be there beyond the Forest of Knowledge? Anyway, whatever. It's gonna have to wait. I can't do anything right now. I'll come back to this later.
That means you gotta put in 8 digits. 8 digits, huh? Oh. 4 is the numbers and letters. Start with 0. They all start with 0 and end with 8, F, and or V respectively. So 10 in base 10 is written as A in hexadecimal, therefore it is B, T, L, C, D, D, E, and so on. Chart shows rules of each numeric system. 8, 9, A, B, C, D, F. Okay. It feels at all the same thing. You get one story about the rats, that's it. It's like once a roof. That's true. we have that. Zero? Is that the code? So then 10 is the base. So A starts with 10. So what is it? 1 second. So there's 27. Okay, so Z would be. Hold on. Z would be 27. E would be 14. Yeah. Yeah. R is 17? No, 18. 27? Oh, but that would be 37, so then R is 27. And O... Okay, that gives me 8 numbers, so... Wrong. It's the 27th, so let me... Letters B total citizens, and so on. The chart show the rules for each of their system. Right. 0 through 9 with the A is 10. 10 is the base, so 27 letters in the alphabet. So if A is 10, that's... Oh, should have been 36, not 37. No. Maybe I've got the wrong idea here. R is the 18th letter, so that would translate to 27, so 14 E. So E would be 14, 0, right? O would be 24. Wait, no, wait. No, there are 26 letters in the, I'm dumb. Oh, it's 26, so that should be 35, not 36. Right, miscounted. Okay, let's try this one more time. 35, 14, 27, 4. There we go. Math is hard. Stepped out of the captain's quarters and into another hallway. So where are we at here? Oh, we're almost there, I think, or we're getting there. Let's save, since we're doing good.
Alright, let's go.
Baby is good as well.
That's the next door. Wait, a piece of paper. This is...
Map of the ship's interior for A-Deck.
I found a map for this floor.
I see.
Well, that was anticlimactic. I should keep this, though. Hey, where's Clover? Damn it, what the hell is she up to? Clover!
Huh?
What the hell are you doing?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing?
You've seen the safe ending, true ending if you do, and true ending that ends early. It says to be continued if you haven't. That's stuff by the story. What's up, Chaos Kitty?
What the hell is that?
What?
You've got something in your pocket. What is it?
Oh.
It's a zero bracelet.
A note.
A note?
Yeah. I found it in the pocket of the guy with the captain's clothes. It said something about the darkness of the sinister hand or something.
What the hell? Let me see it.
No, not right.
Hey, Junpei, Clover! What are you two doing? Hurry up!
She's just happy to see me.
He's getting mad. I'll show it to you later, all right? Come on, we gotta hurry.
From the look of that pocket, it doesn't particularly look like just a note.
Jeez, what are you thinking? For crying out loud.
I mean, I would have taken the axe with me, but I'm just a simple barbarian.
The big stairs. Huh. So this is where it ends up, just like it says on the map. Ace, did he head down?
Oh, there he is.
Where?
Look, the 4 others are there too.
Really?
Let's join them.
Jumpy! Clover!
What's up?
We found it!
Found what?
Door 9.
We found it!
What did you find?
The last door! We found door 9!
What?
Come on! Just follow us. We'll explain on the way.
Okay. Well, if that's the case...
Wait for me.
We should get going as well.
Jumpy! We finally made it!
It's all to make Clover happy.
Yeah, it's finally time.
Sorry, excuse me. Most importantly, we didn't wake baby.
We've reached the end.
He's doing his best to maintain a sense of healthy skepticism, but he couldn't deny this prospect of escape is an exciting one.
Something's bothering me. Only 3 to 5 people can go through the numbered door. 7 of us are on our way to door 9. That means that, best case scenario, there'll be 2 of us who have to stay behind. 2 people. Is there a way? 4:30. We've only got 90 minutes left. I've got no time to wonder about it now.
Hey, Junpei! June! What the hell are you
He
two
starts
doing?
killing
Hurry it
when we
up!
Go back to tell the others about 9.
Let's go, Jumpy!
Yeah.
What about the mummy lady?
I know I told you I'd explain it earlier, but honestly, there ain't much to explain. After we split off from you guys, the 4 of us got into the elevator on the left, and that took us to the other side of the grate. After that, we headed down another hallway. It took us toward the bow, and eventually to the number 6 that you two found earlier. We opened it and kept going. There was another locked door behind it, like usual, but this time we had to complete 2 different areas before we could unlock it. Once we were through that door, there was another hallway that went the other direction, toward the stern.
So, on your way, you found the elevator.
That's right.
So, in other words, you kinda did a lap, huh? You came from that side to this side.
Yeah,
So, where's the number 9 door?
over here. Follow me.
By the way, you know, it's because of Santa that we're all here right now.
Huh?
That all 7 of us are going to door 9.
What?
You don't get it? Santa, 7, and Lotus, what's their digital route?
9. It's not...
That's right. They could have just left me behind and kept going if they'd wanted to.
But they didn't.
Yes, because Santa wouldn't let them. He said we can't leave June and the others behind. That's why we went looking for you guys.
And then you got on the elevator and went back to the central staircase.
That's right.
Well, I wouldn't have called that one. That Santa would be the one to stick up for you. I mean,
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't mean that 7 and Lotus said they wanted to leave me behind. We were just talking about it, and Santa objected to it first.
Is that so?
We're here.
so, is this...
Yeah.
There's no other place for us to go.
Nope. Just look around. There's a big old iron wall at the end of the hallway. The other hallways on the left and right are blocked by metal grates.
I see.
All right, let's get moving.
Oh,
decorated satellite back wall of a rectangular room.
The 9 door.
We're finally here. No doubt about it. This is door 9. Oh, finally! This is the last... Junpei, look behind you. Behind? What?
Why? A door and a 9. There's another one?
Hey, what the hell? What the hell is going on here?
So I guess since we don't have the... Because before we came here before, we had the code to open the coffin, but now we don't. Because Clover has the 2 pieces. She has the 0 bracelet and the note.
There's a red there too. That means... And of course it won't open. But why? Why the hell are there 2 doors?
Do you think perhaps one is the right door and the other is the wrong one?
I don't know about that. It seems unlikely.
Coffin's where the game would hadn't done the safe ending.
What makes you say so?
Well, think about all the rooms we've been through so far. They're full of puzzles, but there are always hints about how to solve them. I'm pretty sure there aren't any rooms where we just had to go with our best guess and leave it to instinct to solve the puzzle. Do you really think that at the very end of the game, Zero's going to suddenly throw in something that depends entirely on luck?
Then you're saying there's some sort of hint in this room.
No, I don't think there's a hint anywhere in here. I searched it very well when I was in here before. I didn't find anything that might have been a hint, though.
Well then, that means...
Yeah, both of these are the right door. I mean, if you think about it, Zero never actually said there was only one door with a 9 on it.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that carries a 9.
So if there are 2 number 9 doors,
If we split it up right,
That's not gonna work. You've got a notebook and a pen, right?
yeah,
Everyone's so good at math.
Look at this. You get it? The numbers on the top are all the combinations with digital roots of 9. The numbers on the bottom are the people who don't fit. There's only 8 possibilities if we split up into 2 groups of 3 or 4 people. So,
if 3 people go through the door, then 4 are left behind. If 4 go through, then 3 are left behind, right?
yeah.
No way.
come to think of it,
That's for something to look at. Junpei turned his eyes to the room over.
what is this room? It looks like it's set up for some kind of ceremony, but what kind? Is that an alt? A coffin? No, it couldn't possibly be.
Okay, I give up. I give up. I figured if we sat around here long enough, someone would volunteer. But I guess nobody's got the guts to do it.
What are you talking about?
What? You guys didn't figure it out yet? Fine, fine. Let me enlighten you. Clover was mostly right with her little explanation earlier, but she missed something. She wasn't really wrong, she just... screw it! Let me just write it out. If you're trying to leave with a group of 3 and a group of 4 and get everybody out, Clover's right. But there's another way. Only one combination, though. If you split us up into groups of 3, 3, and 1, you can make this combination.
Wait, this means...
Don't get me wrong here. I'm not trying to copy Ace or anything like that. Even if he hadn't been the hero back in the big hospital room, I'd still be saying the same thing.
The same thing?
Yeah, I am. I'll stay behind.
Why are you acting so heroic all of a sudden? Are you some kind of idiot? No, I am completely against this. I'll be goddamned if I'm gonna have to owe you for getting out of here.
I'm against it too. I didn't want to leave Ace behind, and I don't want to leave you either.
I don't like that idea. There's gotta be other options.
I disagree as well. I can't say I care much for you being the hero.
Well, there you go, Seven. Proposal denied. Clover's right. There's gotta be a better way than this.
Doesn't make any sense.
Whoa, hold on a minute. I haven't said anything yet.
Are you... agreeing? You want to leave him here?
Nah, I'm against it. I don't want to leave Seven here alone.
Then I don't see how it matters.
I said alone.
Huh?
I said I don't want to leave Seven alone.
What the hell are you...
What? You don't get it? I can't leave just one person. I need 2 more. 3 people, including Seven. I'll be leaving behind 3 people. That's my proposal. No, those are my orders.
What do you mean, orders? What the hell makes you think you can order us around? Who the hell's gonna listen to you?
You all will. In 3 seconds, you won't have a choice.
What?
What?
3, 2, 1.
Oh shit.
See? I told you.
Huh? What?
Oh shit.
Why? What the hell is that?
The gun's from the other room.
What room?
One of the rooms behind door 6. I should have known he was gonna do this. I should have taken the gun.
Well, it's too late now, fat ass.
Damn it!
I don't understand. What's the point of him doing this when... Is it just being impatient?
Now, time for you to start following my orders. Ace, Lotus, congratulations! I've chosen you to come with me. Put your hands in the red. Hey, you deaf? I gave you an order. Right, fine. I didn't want to waste any bullets, but you guys just don't get it.
Oh shit.
He really shot it? But why? Santa, why are you... Santa, I thought you were one of us. I thought we were friends.
What?
You knew about the leaf words and the four-leaf clover.
What the hell is that shit? I've got no idea.
You're lying.
Shut up. Just shut up, you stupid bitch! You want me to put a bullet in your fucking head?
Damn.
Santa.
All right, assholes. What are you still standing there for? Get over here and scan those bracelets. I don't have all day. Oh, what's the matter? Your hearing's starting to go? Going senile, maybe?
That's it. It's the only way. Please.
Huh?
No way.
Jumpy, what are you saying? If you stay here, you're going to be stuck, Jumpy. And so will Clover
You can
and
go hunt for
Seven.
the mummy, though. Yo, what up, Forte?
I know.
How's the axe, buddy?
You don't need to worry about us. We'll figure something out. Right, Seven?
Right. You just leave it to us. It's gonna piss me off to do what Santa says, but...
Don't worry about me either. There's still something I have to take care of.
No, no, you can't! Ace, Lotus, don't come over! Don't worry about me, please!
Please.
Yeah.
Go.
Fine.
Walk slowly towards the door where Santa was waiting for him.
All right. Now let's get those hands on the scanner panel. What's the holdup? What? You think I'm fucking around here? I don't give a shit about this girl. The red doesn't need a person, you know? All I need is the bracelet. You get it? Good. Now put your fucking hands on the scanner. I'm not gonna say it again.
Language.
Fine.
Good job. Now, Lotus, pull that lever. As soon as the door opens, you get your ass in there. Try anything stupid, and you know what happens, right?
Damn it.
Good. Later.
Quite the predicament. The room fell silent. Junpei, Clover, and Seven had been left behind. Seven shoved his arms in his front of his overalls and scratched his stomach. No one spoke.
June.
Kane Kuroshiki.
So, what do you want to do, Junpei?
What do you mean, what do I want to do?
Oh, the coffin. Well, that means with this combination of people, if they get him out of there, then that's enough to get through the ninth door.
What the hell is that?
Shh, quiet.
Ah.
Where is it coming from? Could it be?
Hey, I think it's coming from this coffin.
You're right.
Let's open it.
But
What are those muscles for? For show?
you're telling me to force it open?
Just shut up and try! Damn it!
It won't even budge. Not another one.
Yeah, looks like it.
Do you think we have to put in the right password or it won't open?
Oh, you don't say there, Clover.
I think so.
Really, I was just gonna slap it with my hand and hope for prey. Gun show. I already bought my tickets for the gun show.
Whoever or whatever's inside this thing wants out.
I know that, but how?
Without a passcode, I don't think there's much we can.
Isn't there a hint somewhere?
Well, let's look for one.
Ugh, there's nothing here.
Not making this easy, are they?
What have you missed? Well,
What's the passcode?
Santa took the gun and kidnapped half of the group and went through door 9. Now it's just me, 7, and Clover.
What am I supposed to do? How can we figure it out? I need something.
Truth is gone, truth is gone, truth is gone. And now truth is asleep in the darkness of his sinister hand.
Wait, what? What the hell was that? That voice?
Is this like what they were talking about? How the author of that book somehow had memories of like the, I don't know. Whatever.
What's up?
Is this that like telepathy thing from the past, future, or whatever?
Huh? Oh,
Should all game about morphin fields. Should it get to the answers from the past save file?
One, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1.
Huh?
Huh?
Hey, what the hell were those numbers?
Oh my gosh. Are those?
1, 4, 3, 8, 3, 4, 2, 1. 1, 4, 3, 8,
It's an
3,
interesting
4, 2,
concept,
1.
but not sure how I feel about it. Well, it works, I guess.
What?
Why are you...
Oh? Is that you, Clover? I apologize for worrying you. Snake!
You? Why?
Junpei? And Seven? Is that you? Is everyone else there as well? Oh. Jeez.
You're back!
Still would like to explain, like, the robes.
Gently now. My body's still a little weak.
Oh, you're back!
Badger. It's a snake. Badger. Mushroom.
You're back!
Voice was happy, almost desperate, as if she feared she would disappear again if she stopped talking to him. Tear after tremendous tear rolled its way down her face. Her small arms stained as she clutched Snake's body as tightly as she could. Actually, what do you want? Although I believe the game I explained something before then. Fair enough. Perhaps she had to convince herself he was real. Perhaps she was worried he would be gone the moment she let go. Perhaps she simply didn't know what else to do.
You're back!
Come now, what's gotten into you? You're acting as though I've returned from the grave.
Not as though! You did! I really thought you were dead!
Huh?
You jerk! Idiot!
Alright, so updating Snake on everything that happened.
I see. I believe I understand things rather well now, thank you. In the shower room, there is a dead body wearing my clothes. Because of that, you thought that I was dead, correct? Yeah. You also discovered a corpse in the captain's quarters, and Santa turned on you here, in this room. Do I have it straight?
Well, the dead body in the captain's quarters is a surprise.
Sorry, there wasn't a good time to tell you.
Don't worry about it.
Well then. I've got a pretty decent idea of what happened while I was indisposed. But it's still something of a mystery who did all this, and why. The corpse in the shower room that looked like me, and the corpse in the captain's quarters. Why were they killed in the way they were?
You don't know?
No. Why would I?
The guy in the shower room. We don't know who he is, so let's just call him Mr. X. Anyway, this Mr. X is wearing Snake's clothes, but you're wearing some kind of weird robes. That means someone took your clothes and put them on Mr. X. We need to figure out who that was.
I apologize, but I have no idea who might have done this to me. I only just now woke up. I was unconscious during all the events you just described to me. They must have undressed me and changed my clothes during that time.
When were you knocked out?
When we split up to look for the red.
Where did they get you? Do you remember?
It was a small room in one of the hallways on C deck.
What happened?
The same thing that happened to every one of us when we were abducted. A canister releasing some sort of gas was thrown into the room. I believe the gas is some sort of incapacitating agent.
Then that means it was...
Zero.
Looks that way, huh?
There's nothing else I have to tell you. When I woke up, I was in this coffin.
Why? Why did Zero make Mr. X wear Snake's clothes? How would that benefit Zero? I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean? And I have no idea how I got the passcode for the coffin either. Truth had gone, and truth had gone. Where did those words come from? Why did I feel compelled to push the buttons on the bracelet after hearing them? All I know is my fingers moved on their own. It was like I did it subconsciously. I don't get it. What the hell does any of it mean?
His mind was a maelstrom of mysteries, clues, theories, and more mysteries. He could barely think.
Also, Snake and Clover had been subjects in a similar experiment 9 years ago.
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is epiphany, and the other is danger. And Someone did actually die. A girl. Her name was...
There had been another experiment conducted on this same ship 9 years ago, and a girl had died during it. Morphogenetic field theory. The two murders. Switching clothes. The nonary game.
Yeah, they certainly do a good job of explaining through this morphogenetic thing, it kind of explains the need for it in a fairly clever way.
Huh. Zero, he's the ringleader. The person who trapped 9 of us on this sinking ship. Zero should know everything. If we can uncover Zero's identity, all of our questions will be answered.
At any rate, we'll have plenty of time to decipher the details later. For now, it is of utmost importance that we escape. Junpei, it was 4:30 the last time you checked the clock, yes? That means we have less than an hour. We must hurry.
Hey, how are we gonna get out of here?
Isn't that obvious? Through the other number 9 door.
Oh yeah, you're right. With Snake, we can open the door.
Don't tell me you hadn't figured that out.
Come on, you gotta tell me these things.
I, assumed you'd figured it out.
Forget it, let's just get going. All right, you guys ready to go?
Yes.
Yep.
Not yet.
We gotta hunt down the mummy.
Before we go in, I'd like to check something.
You want to check something?
Yeah, but before I do, 7, could you pull the lever? I want to make sure we can verify with just the 4 of us.
What do you mean? We don't need...
Just do it, alright?
But if the door opens, don't go in yet.
Please, this is really important. I really need to check this, okay?
Fine.
All right, that means the 4 of us can go into door 9.
So, we knew that already, it's obvious.
Obvious. Yeah, you're right. It is. Now, what happens if we add Zero's bracelet?
What?
Zero's bracelet?
Why don't you take it out, Clover?
So you did know I had it. I picked it up because I thought it might be useful sometime.
This was on the left hand of the corpse in the captain's quarters. If you look at it, you can see it's got a 0 on the face. Just to make this a little easier to talk about, I'm gonna call the guy we found dead in the captain's quarters, Cap. Then I should be able to open door 9 with just me, Clover, and his bracelet. Though the big question is, if Cap is the mastermind of this game, would he really put one of these bracelets on? Anyway, let's just give it a shot. Clover, give me your hand. Now the captain's bracelet. And pull the lever. I knew it. Now, what does this tell us?
Maybe the bracelet has to be on your wrist in order for it to work?
No, that's impossible. Did you see how the panel showed a 3rd asterisk when I scanned Cap's bracelet? Whether or not it's on your wrist doesn't matter. All you have to do is put the bracelet near the panel for it to register.
Huh. Looks like you're right.
See? So what does that mean?
There's only one possibility.
That bracelet isn't the number 0. Is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Then what number is it?
Let's find out.
So it has to be... What's that? 2, 5, 7, 7, 6... in order for it to be Niasby.
Let's try 7, me, and Cap. If this combination opens the door, then Cap's bracelet is number 6.
Hey, it opened! The door opened!
What? Why? What does that mean?
Isn't it obvious? Cap's bracelet is number 6.
But doesn't it say 0?
This isn't a 0. The symbol on here isn't a number 0. It's a letter O.
Oh.
Whoa, wait a minute. I don't get it.
Oh.
I mean, we figured out that Cap's bracelet is 6, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean there are 2 people with 6s?
There is most likely only one person with a 6.
But I don't get it. What about June?
Well, this is only an educated guess, but I think June's number was never 6 to begin with. Her bracelet was flipped. In other words, June's real number is...
9.
9.
That seems the most likely.
Then all this numbered door stuff was just a load of crap?
Why would you say that?
Because if June is 9, then the numbers wouldn't match up. Here, look.
List of all the numbered doors June's gone through.
I'll let you know what I'm writing, okay? And that's everything. I wrote down which door she went into and with whom. And I wrote what all the numbers were. So if you switch 9 in wherever there's a 6, if the digital root is 7, then you can't open door 4. If the digital root is 2, then you can't open door 8.
Clover, do you notice anything interesting on that list?
What do you mean?
You're talking about 3, right?
3?
Santa's always in the room with her. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
What about it?
That's quite simple, really. You told me that the first time you came to this room, Santa was the first to refuse to leave June behind. Now, doesn't that beg the question why? Why would Santa do such a thing? The answer is easy, because Santa can't open door 9 with only 7 and Lotus. Of course, there's only one reason for that. His number isn't actually 3. Santa's real number... 7? Would you be so kind as to modify my sister's equations?
Yeah, sure. This is what you were getting at, right, Snake?
Thank you. That is exactly right, 7. Santa's true number wasn't 3. It was 0.
No way. Santa is 0?
And June was 9, not 6. Conversely, Santa was 0, not 3. Plus 3 and minus 3, they cancel one another out. Nothing appears out of order.
Santa was still playing by the rules of the nonary game this whole time.
Precisely.
So you're saying Santa planned this whole thing?
I'm not sure if he acted alone or not, but I think it is safe to conclude that he is 0.
I'm not
If
convinced.
my hypothesis is correct.
Sounds good. But I don't know. I still say it's June.
Snake's hypothesis. Something doesn't seem right. June's bracelet being flipped. Even if that were possible, that would mean there are 2 number 9 bracelets. And if that's the case...
All right, that's enough talking. Let's go. It's...
What about the mummy dog? What about Alice?
Oh, it's right there. Oh. All right.
I think these stairs go to the bottom deck.
Ah, the bottom
Let's
deck.
try.
Let's head down.
We're good. Turn left in the other hallway, at the end of which we found another
Hey, it's
door. Neptune?
This is the Neptune symbol.
Neptune key.
I only have the Uranus key card.
It's a different planet. Plus, it's the wrong kind of key.
Let's turn around and go back for now.
Yeah. Hey, another door. And a card reader this time.
Aha.
It's the Uranus symbol.
This is the place.
That's fortunate. Man, they would have been screwed if they didn't have that going in. Ah, 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 yeah, yes, yes, ah.
Wow! It's totally full of books!
There's our forest of knowledge.
There's so many. I don't know where to look.
All right, I say we split up and look for it.
Okay.
Very well.
Sure thing.
Good. Let's get started then. We don't have a lot of time.
Also, just wants you to pass the forest of knowledge. As he began his search, his reasons didn't fully understand. Junpei felt those peculiar words float through his mind. Oh. Dramatic eye pose. Paleontology. Evolution. About hippie chicks. Hippie chicks. Transition of extinct species. Geology. Cambrian explosion. However years goes. Micrographia. Picks as many things to examine, published in the book. Creatures of the South Seas. Okay. Well, looks like we gotta go on a book hunt. Nope. Bulb. Here. Open here, find bulb. Powerful light bulb. Not just a light bulb, a powerful light bulb. Or a barbarian will accept nothing less but the most powerful of light bulbs. Quantum gravity. Right. Lights to the books. Each page sees maybe 2 or 3 minutes of light before the reader is on the next. Spend the rest of their lives locked in darkness. Rather like myself. Damn. I live in the darkness, yes. It has gifted me with the ability to catch the truths others might miss. I can hear the voices hidden in darkness, you might say. Oh, books in German. It looks like it's completed works or something. Doesn't know what it is. I don't think we'll ever know. How would... Dad kind. That's me. Compilation of his works. Owen. Sheldrake. Three light bulbs, huh? Kinda weird. Glass is all foggy. Oh boy. The door is a cylinder lock. Yo, it's glass. I'm pretty sure we can just throw a book at it and smash the glass. I don't think we really need to go through this, but that's me. Hint? Oh. I didn't know I could turn that on. 63241. Where is it? Yeah. 632416. Oh, 5. Alright, have a good night, Legacy. Thanks for stopping by as always. Hit was there because it was a DS title. Gotcha. Baseball. Look, we just got some head. Nice. Oh. Well, that was pretty well hidden. Golden rabbit in the moon. Oh, we got the light bulbs now, so... Find more picture books. Oh, I almost thought that said sex. Damn. SE15. Indian mathematics. Listen, picture books about the only way barbarians read. How the size bar. One more. I know, right? Ah. That's supposed to be killed. Sheldrake 5. That refers to... Yes. Well, I had to click something first.
Sheldrake 5?
I think I saw the rest of his collection somewhere.
Yeah, I think it was somewhere.
Let's go take a look.
Okay.
Sheldrake.
Okay.
Have you heard of him? Sheldrake, I mean.
Yeah, Lotus told me about him.
There's a British biochemist named Sheldrake.
Yeah,
He has a
apparently.
rather
Too
interesting
quick.
theory. Morphogenetic fields, which relies on the theory of morphic resonance.
Really? From Lotus, huh?
Well, Clover also said something to me about that stuff.
She did?
Yeah, what was it?
The ability to access a morphogenetic field is affected by a couple of things. The first is
Yeah, we've been through that.
That girl. I told her not to tell anyone.
You did?
Well,
Look, man, I didn't push it because we're in a hurry, but I'm kind of sick of this. How about you just tell me, okay?
tell you what?
Don't give me that. About the experiment.
Ugh. Very well, fine. I'll tell you everything.
Kinda on a time crunch
But
here,
not
guys.
here. Let's move to the top floor.
Do we really have time for this? We've got, like, you know, a ship about
I
to sink.
suppose I might as well start by telling you why I kept quiet, and why I made sure Clover did as well. To be honest, the explanation is quite simple. Zero told me not to. I had little choice. He didn't walk up and tell me, of course. He gave me a message engraved on a card.
That's a Braille card. It looks just like the one you showed us earlier. So you had 2 cards.
No, only one.
Huh? What do you mean? I thought that card just had some rules for the nonary game on it.
Yes, and those were the rules I read you. However, they were not the only thing on the card. There was something I didn't read. Well, perhaps I should say, there was something I couldn't read.
And that was?
Tell no one of the events that took place 9 years ago. Tell, and I activate your sister's detonator. It's a threat on our lives.
Oh. Well, what about Clover? Did she get a message from Zero too?
I don't believe she did. But doesn't it strike you as strange that Zero would shut my mouth, but not hers?
Yeah.
To be on the safe side, however, I told her it was best not to tell anyone. Still, apparently she told you. That girl.
What's wrong with her telling me? I figured some stuff out with the things she told me. I mean, it looks like the whole activate her detonator thing was just a bluff. She's prancing around downstairs happy as a clam now that you're back.
That's very true. I've
Still-
decided I can trust you. I've decided to tell you the truth. The chance that Santa is Zero is very high. I feel I can assume Santa doesn't have the time to observe us at the moment. And at any rate, even if he were, I very much doubt he would kill us.
Why?
Clover told me about the 4-leaf clover, about the words. If he knew about that, then he was in my group during the first experiment. I'm sure of it. He wouldn't kill us, no matter what the situation was.
Hey, Snake?
Yes, I know. You want to know what happened during the experiment.
Yeah.
How much do you know?
Clover told me about...
I see. The morphogenetic field in the experiments 9 years prior. How the experiments had taken place simultaneously at 2 locations, one being the ship and the other being a building in Nevada. And the girl that died during the experiment. She told you all that, did she? At any rate, I now know how much you've learned. All that remains for us to determine
is who did this and why, right?
yes.
Can you tell me what happened?
Yes. The people who organized the initial experiment were from a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals. There were 4 of them running the show. Gentaro Nagisa Nijisaki, Teruaki Kubota, Kagechika Musashido. Hongo was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nijisaki was his right-hand man and did the lion's share of the planning. Kubota led the company's research and development division. Musashido was their majority stockholder. It was these 4 people who planned the initial experiment. Let me simplify it for you. Hongo designed it, and Nijisaki put it all together. Kubota developed the technology required, and Musashido provided the cash.
Oh yeah, that is. I was wondering if that was the number 9 guy, and that's the guy that they tried to pin. That's the guy he killed and tried to pretend it was Snake. And that was the guy dressed up as the captain.
So it's Hongo, Nijisaki, Kubota, Musashido.
So does that mean he organized all this to eliminate the other stockholders? Does that mean he killed him intentionally, not thinking it... Wait, but he admitted that he thought it was Snake. Does that mean that...
Of course, more than 4 people were required to conduct an experiment of this scale.
Or this was just Zero's revenge on all of them for the first set of experiments.
To that end, they organized a top-secret team to assist them with their research.
That makes more sense.
They gathered 10 people or so. Those 10 completed their team, and they were able to begin the project. They named it the Nonori Project. The purpose of the experiment was to research the prospect of controlling a human mind through sheer will. The vessel, I suppose you could say, for this control was the morphogenetic field. Why did the glycerin suddenly begin to crystallize? Why did the crystal structure of EDT undergo a sudden change? Why did the rats improve their puzzle-solving skills with each generation? Experiments with humans produced the same results. The more people who knew the answer to a question, the more there were who could answer correctly without having seen the problem before. Why is that? How could it happen? The answer is that the shape of the answer has been stored in a field invisible to the naked eye. And through that field, the resonant event transmits information related to that answer. That's essentially the idea behind morphogenetic fields.
But that's just a theory.
Can't bring yourself to believe it?
Yeah.
Let's say someone killed another person because the devil told them to do it. Whether the devil exists or not has no relevance to the murder. They believe the devil exists. Whether or not he does is immaterial.
So what matters here is that Hongo believed in the morphogenetic field.
That's right.
But I still don't get it. You said they wanted to figure out how to control people, right? That is what you were saying.
Yes.
So how are they going to do that with a morphogenetic field?
I'll keep it simple. Let's suppose 10,000 people have solved a certain problem. The chance of you knowing that answer, even if no one has told you, will go up. Let's have another example, shall we? Say 1 million people were to do a handstand right now. Tomorrow, the chances of you doing a handstand would be higher, even if you had heard nothing of this hypothetical mass handstanding. Mankind's thought
Sounds like
process
social
and
media.
actions are all
You
part
see
of a resonant
100
event.
idiots do one thing, you have to do it too.
All of the resonant events encoded in the fields are projected onto you. Of course, this assumes you believe in this theory. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Now, if there was a person who had the same effect as those millions of people, if that one person were to do a handstand, other people would find themselves wanting to do handstands as well. Can you imagine what a person with powers like that would be able to do?
Come on, there's no way.
I'm not done. Imagine another scenario. Imagine another person. This is an ordinary person. Let's say he does a handstand. What if there was someone who could grab the resonant event he created by doing that and use it to make other people do handstands? What would happen then? A person who has the power to write to the field, and someone who can read from the same. You could think of them as the writer and the reader, or the transmitter and the receiver. What would the world be like if there were people with abilities like these?
So the transmitter's resonant event can be transmitted through the field and sent to the receiver.
You did a handstand? Uh-oh. That means you're being controlled. Watch out.
And then the transmitter can control the receiver however they wish. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes. Close enough, at least.
Come on, that's just crazy.
Well, if you want to prove that, then you'll have to test it first. At least, that was how they thought. That was why they decided to do their experiment. That was how the Nonary project began. By the way, Junpei, have you ever heard of the Gansfeld experiment?
No, I haven't.
How many will fall? Is that why women all go to the bathroom at the same time? Is that what it is? It's just a this field thing. That's a mythic field.
You place a pair of subjects in separate rooms. Then you show one a picture and ask the other what they see. In theory, it is supposed to test for the existence of telepathy.
Oh. So, why did you bring up the Gansfeld experiment?
It was used to screen subjects for the Nonary project. The hospital in a remote town was affiliated with Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
I mean, burritos, man, I could go for a burrito. I did a burrito, well, tacos earlier.
Hongo used it to conduct experiments on visiting children in secret. Some of them, he found, had potential. He began to gather children that showed promise. Children that seemed as though they might be able to access the field. Of course, none of them volunteered. They were kidnapped. There were 9 pairs of siblings taken, for 18 children total. For reasons that were not fully understood at the time, each pair had 1 transmitter and 1 receiver. They were split perfectly. As such, the 18 children were split into 2 groups of 9. The children who were put into Group Q were the ones who excelled at transmitting. They were transferred to the mock experiment building known as Building Q in the Nevada desert. The children who excelled at receiving were put in Group A. Group A was then placed on the former hospital ship Gigantic. From the experiments he had conducted so far, Hongo had learned the following. There are 2 things that can increase one's resonance with the fields. The first is epiphany. The other is danger. Have you ever been faced with an especially difficult problem and thought about it very long and very hard until finally an answer suddenly appeared in your mind? It may seem obvious to say so, but that is what is meant by epiphany. The information obtained through that epiphany can be easily transmitted through the fields, where it can be easily interpreted. Adding danger to that equation allows for even easier field access.
He was in the first experiment, so I guess he just learned about it.
That's where Hongo came in. They set up a number of puzzles across the Gigantic.
I imagine in those 9 years, he probably was figuring out what the hell was all this about.
The participants had to solve each one before they could move to the next room. Of course, he hadn't forgotten to include danger. He had detonated a bomb on the hull of the Gigantic. The children in Group A were forced to play the Nonary game by forcing the children into a life-or-death situation. Hongo hoped to increase the likelihood of their tapping into the fields. The children from Group Q, on the other hand, were confined to the mock experiment building, Building Q. Building Q duplicated the interior and puzzles of the Gigantic exactly. Every detail was exactly the same. Hongo explained the situation to the children in Group Q. Solve the puzzles you find throughout the rooms. When you have the answers, transmit that information to the children in Group A.
So if the Nevada facility was a perfect replica of the Gigantic, how do I know I'm at the Gigantic and not in the Nevada facility? Be right back. Oh. Yep. The sheep made me pee.
If you succeed, they will be able to solve the puzzles and escape. But if you fail, then the Gigantic will sink, and your brothers and sisters will drown. Those were his orders. Do you know why the astronauts of Apollo 13 were able to return to Earth safely?
Uh-oh.
It was because NASA had access to a replica of the Apollo 13 capsule.
I'm sending sleep energy to him. Because NASA had access to a replica.
All of the equipment, the instruments, everything. All of it identical. Everything was just like the real Apollo 13. NASA was able to replicate the situation the astronauts found themselves in. By putting themselves in the same situation, they attempted to solve the problems the astronauts were dealing with. Once they found solutions, they reported their findings to the men aboard the actual capsule. That was how they were able to return safely. It was the same with the Gigantic in Building Q. The children from Group Q had to use the power of epiphany to solve the puzzles they found and transmit what they learned through the fields.
Oh, don't worry. If he had to pee, he would just pee. He doesn't care.
The children in Group A, however, they had to access the fields to learn how they might advance to the next stage.
Of course, I...
That is the simplest explanation I can manage.
That's the simple explanation.
Huh.
Hey, Junpei, Snake! How much longer are you two gonna sit around on those bony asses? Get down here already!
He's right. Let's go, shall we? We don't have much time. We need to get out of here, and soon.
Hold on, let me tell another half-hour story while we're waiting.
Hold it. There's... Are you sure that there were 18 kids?
Why?
Well, I thought it was only 16.
Oh, yes. That was what they said on the news, wasn't it? Yes. I have no doubt that 18 children were abducted and used in Hongo's experiment. After all, you couldn't exactly play a nonary game with any less, could you?
Well, yeah, but... Are you saying that the news got it wrong?
Yes, I am. There were 2 more children. However, they had no relatives that I'm aware of. I imagine no one filed a police report when they went missing. They were brother and sister, like Clover and I. The brother's name was Aoi. The sister's name was...
Here it comes.
Her name was...
Akane.
Her name was Akane. That was the girl who died.
Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago? Then, who is June? No. That's impossible. It can't be true. Akane isn't that uncommon of a name. If Snake had known her last name, that's a different matter entirely. So they share a name. A lot of other people do too. It doesn't mean anything. It was someone else. Of course it was. It has to be.
Is something wrong, Junpei? Your breathing sounds strange.
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm fine. Let's get back down there, all right? I couldn't do it. Why didn't I ask? What's her last name? I just couldn't get the words to come out.
push the button. Thirteen, 14, 10, 13. So this is like the hexadecimal thing again. So that would be D, F, A, D. No. Right? Yeah. D, F, A, D. 13, 14. I guess it's not the hexadecimal thing. Defad. Just messed up a letter. Oh, dead. Uh-oh. Eyes are open. I think we might be done. No, we're so close. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go back to sleep. Lullaby and good night. Go to sleep, you little shithead. Let me finish my game. You can swing your axe later. Da da da. This is true. Let's go. Hurry up. Before the baby wakes up. They won't even budge. We found it. I'm gonna have to get a separate camera, like a. What I want to do eventually, I want to get like a noise meter. And put it on stream and just have a baby rage face next to it.
Alright, this is the next.
Oh,
Did that just close on its own?
Don't tell me we can't go back.
I don't know. Let's... Damn it. It looks like it locks automatically.
Is there any other way out?
Well, there's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it. It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty sure it's locked, too.
But there is a card reader, right?
Yeah.
Then perhaps if we find a key card, we could open the door and leave?
Well, yeah, that might work, but...
Hey! Wait a minute. Are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
Oh man.
Oh man. Maybe if you didn't spend 30 minutes telling a story, you could have had time to look.
Looks that.
No way!
For real?
Well, we can sit down and wait to die, if that's what you prefer. I rather doubt that, however. So it would be wise to start looking. We haven't much time. Let's find that key card. Oh, and the Neptune key as well. We won't be able to get through the hallway without it. All right then, let's begin.
Oh boy. Oh gosh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Who's away? Who's away? Oh no. He done did it. No. What are you doing? Who said you could wake up? Don't you know Daddy was streaming? Oh really? Oh well. Did you hear that? He don't give a shit. Look at you and your burrito. Little burrito baby. Oh. Try to eat the air? There's no milk in the air. Alright, we'll get you your bottle. Give you a change. What? Concerned face. Concerned face. Looks like his poop face. I'm a real streamer now. Look at me. You know what this is, buddy? You know what that is? Yes. Yes, that makes you happy. Oh, look at that smile. Look at that Super Nintendo smile. You're not gonna play shit games like Fortnite, are you? No. Say, League of Legends sucks. That's right. Super Nintendo is life. Yeah. You'll love the retro consoles, because you'll be hip and cool like that. I know these faces, right? What is that face? Alright, I think we've tormented you enough. Let's get you some food, buddy. Yeah? Yeah. He just pog champed. You did your first pog champ. Good job, buddy. First little pog champ. Alright, everybody, have a good night. We'll finish this tomorrow. Take care. Nah, I know. Why does the game have to end? No. Alright, guys, take care.